So this is a picture of Georgia O'Keeffe's painting from her period when she did real close-up paintings of flowers. This one was called Red Canna. It was painted in 1924. And this time what we're going to do is we're going to do a small A4 version of it using pencil crayon, okay, as opposed to paint. So as before, we've got a piece of A4 paper here and I've got a piece of A5, and I use the A5 to create a frame, as we always do, create a frame first. So the A5 will help with that, and as always just use a ruler if you want for the frame. I'm doing my freehand, but oops, you can use a ruler. Okay, and I'm just going to sketch out the shape of this flower. So it's like the viewer has kind of gone straight into it and magnified and gone inside the flower to get these shapes. So the sketch that we're going to do might not be exactly the same as this, but as before, it doesn't really matter. So we start off with a curved line like that, and a lot of them are just all curved lines. Like that. Don't worry if yours isn't exactly the same as this, it doesn't matter. See where I'm holding my pencil, so I don't hold it here, because if I'm holding it there I can't see what I'm sketching, so every time I hold it I always hold it in the middle, like that. I can hold it at the end here, but never here. You're not in full control of it. And if I hold it here I can see what I'm sketching. Long broad strokes here. Oh. Recording something down there. Right, so sorry about that, my two daughters were just having an argument, so I've gone up to sort that out and we're going to go back to this now. Oops. You can see there's some real nice flowing lines on this picture. It's not going to be exactly like the one here, but you can tell it's similar. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that sketch there. Okay, I think. Okay, now we can start applying some pencil crayon to this. And you can see a lot of it's all kind of reds and oranges and yellows, so I'll start off with a red, you can find one. Or two here. So I've got like a darkish red and a bright red. Need sharpening. I'm going to start, it doesn't really matter where you start, so I'm going to start here. And the thing with pencil crayons is now, the main objective of this is to, when you're using them, that you don't change direction. You always apply the colour in the same direction. This is also called rendering. It's a posh word for it, rendering. It's colouring in really. But to make it sound more impressive, people call it rendering. So I've done my dark one, and I was going to go use the lighter red. And like we're doing with the oil pastels before, if you remember, we just go into the dark red there. And we're going in the same direction. Like this. If we want to make something a little bit darker, we can then just go over it and give it a second coat. Like that. But also, I want this area here to be darker, so what I do is, with red, I use a green, because green is red's complementary colour. Okay? So if I put a little bit of green over that red like that, you'll see it'll darken it. Okay, and then I'll just go and use my red again here. Like that. Okay, so what's next? I'm going to try and do these here. So I've got a yellow here. I've used a yellow, going in the same direction like that, and then a red like this. In the same direction. Like that. Like that. And we'll just repeat that again here. So we've got a bit of yellow there. I'm going to use my red, the bright red, not the dark red. And then I'm going to use my dark red here for this one. And with this one, it's just got, I'm just leaving a bit of white there. Just go darker in the corners here, so I use a bit of green just to darken it up like that. Try and find an orange now. We've got one here, and on this again. I'm going to try here, same direction, with a bit of orange. I'm just going to going in the same direction, like that, and then going to try and blend this orange in with, so this red in with the orange. So I use the red and then I go back to the orange. Then here I've got my yellow. Pressing on quite hard with the yellow there. Then I kind of go from yellow to orange, like that. Go back to the yellow just to kind of blend it all in, soften it all up. And then red. And with the green, I'm just going to darken this up. Oops. So I use the green. And then go back to the red here over the green. And then using this yellow, I'm going to press on quite hard with this yellow here. And from yellow into orange. And then red. Bring the red into it a little bit like that. Always doing it in the same direction. Don't change direction. Don't start doing it like this. Okay. Then we've got some purple here. So on this bit here, I've got the dark purple. I'm going to turn that one into a light purple here. Then I go back to my red here. Like that. Like that. Same direction if you can. This is the kind of bright red that I'm using. If you don't have a dark red in your pack, it's fine, you can just use one red, that's absolutely fine. If you haven't got a dark red, then by all means use it. Use a dark red and then, oops, a bit of green to darken it. Then go back to the red. And then here I've got a yellow, which I'm pressing on with, into an orange, into a red.